Hello and welcome everyone. If there's anything that the last decade should have showed us, is that practically no one job is going to prepare you for financial security. With the government shutdowns, with businesses closing and layoffs, I've always thought that there's an 11th commandment: thou shalt have extra streams of income. Now, I'm Stephanie Anderson, and I want to welcome you to Maine Health. And today, I have the privilege to introduce to you a business owner that has learned to leverage that 11th commandment. I want to introduce to you today LeDale Coles. She is a licensed cosmetologist and real estate agent, raised in the Denver Heights neighborhood of East San Antonio, Texas. Owner LeDale Coles founded Designer Glitz and Glamour Salon and Spa 11 years ago. Designer Glitz and Glamour Inc. currently employs 25 individuals. Now, this salon is 4,500 square feet. It's a full-service salon that offers hair, nails, esthetician, and massage services. Now, the salon also serves as a meeting place for social and educational activities in the community and the clientele at large. Now, in 2018, LeDale opened a second franchise, a location of Designer Glitz and Glamour at the Pika Pika Plaza on the city's south side. Now, in addition to owning her salon and spa, LeDale has created the Beat Your Face and Glam Up Cosmetics line. Now, this line of cosmetics was created to service women in their diverse skin tones. The cosmetic line also carries various pigmented lipsticks and lip glosses, and recently launched its own mink eyelashes collection. We're going to have to talk about that. I love lashes. Now, Coles is also the distributor of Hair So Glamorous, her own high-end hair extension lines. If you'd help me welcome LeDale Coles to the show. Thank you, LeDale. Thank you so much for taking the time to visit with me today. You and I know each other personally very well.
Yes.
So I appreciate when I picked up the phone and asked you to be a guest that you so gave me the pleasure of being here today. Now, I read that very impressive resume and bio of yours, and we're going to have to go a little deeper in depth into it. But first, if you can kind of tell me what started you in what you're doing now.
Well, first of all, I am a licensed mortgage broker, not agent, real estate agent. I worked in real estate for 23 years. I no longer do that full time. My husband is the licensed agent, and so I kind of help him with behind the scenes if needed. So that's kind of what led me into the hair industry. I got out of that in 2008 when the industry crashed and so many other things were going on. I started Designer Glitz and Glamour as an online boutique, and I worked in one of my girlfriend's salons, actually named Sister's Hair Studio. So Tammy was my hairstylist at the time and allowed me to put up a little kiosk, if you will, in her salon, and that kind of helped with the online stuff and selling different things to the stylists in there. I've always been a hairstylist at heart. My mom's a hairstylist, and so it kind of runs in the family. My dad cut hair on the side, and so I was the kid in the kitchen with the shears and the Kool-Aid coloring the Barbie dolls. So that's what, you know, it was fun to me. It was like not really working. So when I got out of real estate, and everybody knows the bubble bust and different things went on in my life, this was the opportunity for me to have a good time and enjoy something that I like doing. So it just opened up other doors. I'm a businesswoman, I'm a business major. I went to UTSA, and I felt like I need to put my education to use. And with the finance background, real estate background, and hair background, it just kind of all came together. So I knew where to find the space. I knew how to run the location. I knew how to make money. So let's put it all together and make it work.
Yes. And making it work, you have. I follow you, we visit, and I know that you're doing a lot of things, a lot of great things. Let's talk about pretty much how you see the beauty industry today. I believe there's been some changes in the beauty industry as of recently, primarily professionalism in the salon. Kind of give me, as a business owner, I'm sure you see and experience a lot. Kind of give me your take on that.
Well, I run a commission-only salon, so it's a little different. A lot of salons have gone to booth rental concepts because stylists want to work for themselves or work inside suites. That's been a little challenging because the mindset's a little different for a stylist. They want their own. However, what I'm noticing is they're barely making it on their own because they don't have the tools to succeed, and they've been so trapped in the mind that I've got to have just mine, but they don't realize they're in this box and they're not growing. You grow when you're around other people, and it's just me paying the bill versus you paying the bill.
Yes.
So when you have more to work with, you have more supplies, you have top of the line stuff to use, and you have continued education going on because you're learning from one another. You know, you can take trips together and learn together as a team. Plus, when you're busy, if you can't service a client, someone else can service that client and you can get your client back. If you're not at work, well, guess what happens? That client visits someone else's salon, and now they no longer return if that stylist was better than you or offers more than you or what have you. So there's no I in team.
That's it.
And really, as stylists, we need to pull that back together because it's important.
I know very well, especially at your location. And we're going to talk about this because you recently franchised and opened a second one, which I think is awesome. Iron sharpens iron. I think that's the concept that you're trying to develop in those 25 people that you employ. I know that you have meetings with them, staff meetings, and that's something a lot of salons don't actually do in order to prepare their personnel. So I know that comes from that business and management side of you.
We're not perfect by any means. We have our own challenges, you know, but we grow together.
Yes. And that's the case. And I appreciate you for saying that because no one person is perfect.
That's right.
So it's in growing together, and that's what it's about. And I love the fact that you said there is no I in team, and that's so true. Who was a positive influence in your life? You have a lot of things that you've accomplished. Surely there had to be someone that maybe you focused on to get where you are.
Well, I tend to pull from different people.
Okay.
I try to pick the best piece out of a person and see how I can apply that to myself because, again, no one person is perfect, so I can't say that there's that one in particular person. I can say that my drive and my ambition come from my father.
Okay.
That hustle, we have a lot alike. The financial end of it, the how to prepare for it, what's next, that's my mother.
Okay.
My grandfather don't take any wooden nickels, you know.
Yes.
So when you realize that you've got a wooden nickel in your staff, you've got to know when to let go because they're not
Producing.
they're not producing, they're not for the team. And it doesn't mean that they're not going to be ready ever. They're just not ready right now. They're not ready for where, and not everybody is meant to go where you're going.
That's so true.
So you've got to meet people where they are in life, and that's just really important. We're always trying to make someone something that they're not.
Yes.
We've got to accept them where they are.
Profound, so profound. I was going to ask what keeps you driven and how do you stay motivated, but
I am my biggest competitor.
Okay.
I compete with myself daily. I try to make sure that recently I've lost a lot of weight.
Yes.
I had some health issues. I didn't want diabetes in my medical records, so I get up every morning and I work out.
Yes.
Some days I miss, you know, but I have to look in the mirror or I'm on that scale daily. Okay, how much weight did you gain? Or is this water weight? Is this true weight?
Yeah.
You know, and I gave all of my clothes away.
Yes.
So I have a new wardrobe that I've got to maintain because I don't want to buy any new clothes. I mean, I want to buy new clothes, don't get me wrong. But I don't want to buy 18s, 20s, and 22s anymore.
Yeah, because the transformation in the last year has been phenomenal.
And I'm still working on it. It's
Yeah.
a daily struggle. It's a journey.
People think that you didn't do dieting. You actually made a lifestyle change.
I made a lifestyle change.
And that's the difference. And it has worked well for
Thank
you. Yes, yes. before any time gets on, because we have a lot to share with our audience about what it is that you do and why I wanted to have you on here. I want to talk about, of course, your ability to open another location. A lot of professionals in the industry are struggling with the one that they have. And then if you'd also kind of talk about your makeup line, your hair line, and I know you just opened up, well, you just launched mink eyelashes, and I love lashes. And also, I understand that the cosmetics that you have on are also from your cosmetics line.
Yes. So we opened the second location. We've been at location 1 for 11 years and 9 months.
Okay.
I didn't realize it had been that long, but it has. So that location essentially paid for the second location to open.
Wow.
And we don't use any of the proceeds from location 2 to really run it. So number 1 kind of takes care of number 2. It took a while, I have to tell you. It took at least about 6 months for it to start functioning. It's about staff. Do you have the right people in there? Is the right mix there? People getting used to seeing you. We took something different and put it inside of a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood. I'm Black, of course, but at first I had mainly African American stylists in there. I had to mix it up.
Diversity.
My salon at Aviation is diverse. However, finding staff who want to work for a Black-owned business, even though inside of their business, was a little challenging at first.
Okay.
But, you know, to God be the glory. He sent me one, and that one, you know, referred. And so usually we get stylists who refer stylists inside of the salon, more so than, you know, recruiting from other people. I'd rather not, because it's kind of like stepping on other people's toes, and they're in the same business as me, and we're trying to, we're all in the same pool fishing. So if they don't come to me directly, we're on Indeed trying to find them or what have you. And we've had some success stories, but we've also had some turn. Because not everybody is a good fit for me. Because if they're lazy, I don't want them.
I understand.
I'm a businesswoman, and I want them to be business minded. And are you here to make money, or are you here to gossip and you know, talk about people? I don't have time for that, and you shouldn't either. We're here to make money.
Exactly. And the atmosphere in your salon is very professional. And 9 times out of 10, the customers, they're getting away from that, so they don't want to come to a salon where they're hearing all of that. So I'm glad that you identify and you put those parameters on staff.
Yes, I try to make sure that one of the things that we do that's very important to me is that when they come in, that they're greeted, even if there's no one at the front desk. She may have stepped off and working on towels or in the office doing something, but make sure that somebody greets them, offers them coffee, water, tea, wine. Make sure that they're comfortable. If their stylist is not ready for them yet, let them know that the stylist will be right with them, and make sure that they're acknowledged. We acknowledge different holidays that are going on and just different things to keep us relevant. You know, what are you doing to make your business stand out from the rest?
And to make the customer feel at home. Now, you got to tell us about this cosmetics line and the lashes and everything you got going as well.
Well, with all of the new stuff that I've been doing, I was spending a lot of money at Sephora, you know? So I figured, okay, well, you know, there's a lot of money to be made in this. I haven't had the time to really push a bunch into it. That's something that we're launching and relaunching and working on. That's a constant struggle because there are 100 different makeup lines out there. Which one's best for you? So we try to make sure that we have an array of colors. It's best to do stuff in segments versus all at once because you want to make sure that it's not going to flop. You want to make sure that something's in the red before you start the next, or that it complements one another. It has to. If it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. That's my motto. So I try to make sure that it's profitable, it's a good product. I don't want to use something that's cheap. I like good quality things, and quality brings quality. So I look for the quality customer who's looking for me.
And it's evident because I understand that the colors and the lashes that you're wearing. Can you tell us the colors and everything that you have from your line that you're wearing today?
Well, I have on the Nikki lashes, and I also have on Love Struck for the matte lipstick today. Red tends to be my color. If you notice, I wear it a lot.
It's power color.
And my undertone. So. But I like it because even though it's a matte, my lips aren't dry. They're not cracked. And the lashes, they have the the bend in them so they're easily to put on. We also have the magnetic lashes. So if you're not familiar with how to put on a regular lash, you can have the magnetic lashes, or if you're allergic to glue. Some people are allergic to glue, so you have to offer something for everyone.
Awesome. Now, I do understand that someone was recently on the red carpet, and I need to have you share. I mean, I was following you, but I need to know what was happening.
Well, I got the invite from my dad. Of course, he lives in California, so I'm out there frequently, and I've got some business that I'm working on.
Okay.
We're going to keep that a little secret right now.
Well, you're going to spill it here first when it happens, right?
Okay. I can give you that.
Okay.
So I went there. A girlfriend of my dad's has the Make-A-Wish Foundation. She was participating with that, and so we did the after party for the Oscars.
Okay.
And so I was on the red carpet for that, and did some visiting with other friends at CBS and got my makeup done. Got offered a job while I was there.
Wow. Now, they can't take it now.
No, I was there to enjoy myself.
Okay.
But I actually did one of the meteorologist's hair while I was there, and so they were like, "You want to take some pictures?" And she was like, "You want a job?" I was like, "No, not really."
Well, you got skills, so that's for sure. So the Make-A-Wish Foundation, I think that's awesome. And the Oscars, I mean, to be able to see someone that you know that is able to be on such a platform, I think is awesome.
Yeah, I was standing and taking pictures with David Valentino, and he said, gave me his number and said, "Call me, let's do some business." So I made some pretty good contacts.
Some connections.
Lots of connections.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm always brewing something.
Well, that's what it's about, exactly what I said before. In today's society, very rarely are we going to be able to. I think they said that it's statistically 7 streams of income that really get you to that millionaire level.
Exactly.
I got a few going myself.
I know that's right. You have to.
You have to. We got a few minutes left. I know that there are going to be some people who are going to be seeing today's show and are going to want to have a little bit more information about how to contact you, social media, your website. You want to kind of give that information?
Sure. Our website, you can reach us at www.designerglitzandglamour.com. That is our website. It has all of our forms of social media on there. I have my personal page as well as business pages for each business.
Okay.
So depending on what you're looking for, whether it be hair, makeup, you can find us on designerglitzandglamour.com.
Okay, so that is going to be the main website. That's www.designerglitzandglamour.com. So it's going to have each of your different enterprises, from the salon to your hair extension line to your makeup.
Absolutely.
So all bases are covered.
All bases are covered.
Are you available? Do you do any type of business coaching of stylists or any kind of speaking? Do you do speaking engagements or anything?
I have in the past, but it is actually something that I'm working on, because that's the part that I want to give back to the stylist that's wanting that.
Yes.
So if you're in that suite or in a salon and you're not getting that, look for that to come, because that is something to come. I feel that I should give that back.
Okay. Pick a number of 1 through 5. Pick a number.
3.
3. Okay. What are some of your fears and how do you overcome them? You got a minute.
Well, my fear would be failing, but because I believe in God, that's not possible.
All right. All right. We got a whole minute left, and that was that was something powerful. But I love that. I love that. So there is no room. We used to, in business school, they used to say have a contingency plan. But I believe that a lot of times we can't have any kind of room for failure.
Without faith,
yes,
there is failure.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So, LeDale, I want to thank you again for spending. I mean, time has gone so quickly by us just visiting. But I want to thank you for coming out and
you're welcome anytime.
sharing your story with me and the audience of MaineHealth.com. Right now, you're viewing Maine Health. And we invite you to come back and view our show. And if you have any questions, you can always contact us as well at info@StephanieLAnderson.com. But for right now, I think that's going to conclude the visit for today with owner of designer, glitz, and glamour, Miss LeDale Coles.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you, LeDale. We appreciate it.